What's going on, guys? It's Nick and Bob.
Hey!
And we're going to train some shoulders today. So we're going to take you through our workout and then we'll do a voiceover after. So let's get it.
Boulder shoulders.
Yeah, buddy.
Alright, so we started off with a warm-up here. Definitely like to do some front raises, some light presses, and some rotator cuffs. Make sure that you're warm before you go into your heavy sets, before you go into your presses. This is extremely important, especially for flexibility, for that range of motion. You see we're repping some flag nor fail wear today. Like to support brands that support us as bodybuilders. You know, it's one of those things that flag nor fail stands for a lot, and anyone who really takes it seriously will enjoy it. We started off with some shoulder presses. This is not our first set. This is actually the last set. We usually do a pyramid. I believe I started with 55s as a warm-up, went up to 70s, 80s, and then these are in the 90s as well. Got 5 for these. This is my boy Nick throwing up the hundreds.
Yeah, these are the hundreds. I started with the 80s, went up to the 90s, and then went up to the hundreds. Usually like to do increments of 10. Go for around 8 to 10 is what we do. These I think I only got 6 on them. Could have gotten a couple more at the spot. But I definitely like to get the heavy movements out of the way first, and then we got Bob flexing a little bit in the mirrors, you know.
My favorite exercise.
We moved on to some side laterals. We shot for around 12 to 15 reps here. More of a squeeze and everything. We don't like to go too heavy on these because it kind of takes the swinging movement out of it. When the swing movement's in there, you're really not targeting the side delts as much as you think you are. So we go for more 12 to 15 reps here.
And the important thing is to really feel yourself out. You know, don't stick to a 3-set deal. Don't stick to, certain repetitions. Feel your body out. I mean, here we even did a drop set afterwards.
Yeah. Then we moved on over to some rear delts, which a lot of people neglect. This is a huge movement. It basically gives your 3D dimension of your delt to give that round, nice shape to it. Because you got 3 heads on there, so you want to work all 3 evenly.
And the important thing is it really completes out your back. I mean, if you look at somebody's lat spread, you'll see that they have the wings, they have the Christmas tree, but you always got to look for that rear delt, and that's the boulder that just completes everything and really adds some nice definition. So definitely hit two exercises every shoulder day.
Then we moved on to some behind the neck presses. I usually like to do two types of press movements, usually like a front press and then behind the neck, and this will target more of your rear delts, more of your side delts. Some people don't like doing it. It really screws with their shoulder. I don't feel any pain, and my mobility on here is pretty good. So I think we went up to 45 and a 25 on each side here, and we were pretty burnt out already. So
yeah, I don't usually do these, but Nick definitely has got me into them, and I feel the burn, and they're definitely a good feel after you work out, especially if you do a good form, and that's what we really stress for is that good form. If you're gonna cheat them on your last reps, and don't cheat like 5 to 10 reps. Shoot 1 to 2. That's how you're gonna push yourself.
Then we did some cable side laterals, more of a squeeze, kind of get the feel of it here. We didn't go too crazy heavy, but you get a really good burn. You can really concentrate on the negative here, which I really like. A little downward motion with the dumbbells, you really have to control it to feel that, and it's a little bit harder.
It's just important for me to do some isolated movements. I mean, I definitely like, for example, even side lateral ages I'll switch off. You see us here doing another rear delt exercise, one of my favorites. I definitely love the free weights. Feeling a good squeeze at the top. You can even you feel it as you're coming down as well.
And then I actually switched my grip up on here. I'll do neutral grip, and then I switch it up a little depending on how I feel. Like I'm neutral here, and then I'll go towards my quads and my palms facing in. And it just it targets a little different of your delt. I can feel a little more sometimes. And then I think after this, I think this is our last set. What we usually like to do is two pressing movements, 2 sides, and 2 rears. Usually we'll finish with shrugs, but we didn't do that today. We're still a little bit sore. Then to finish it up, we did some calves, and
yeah, we're definitely going for some heavy weight here. If you notice, we're pointing our toes inward, trying to get a little bit of that outer calf. You see my boy Nick with some monstrous calves here. They need bigger machines. But look forward to our videos, guys. We keep it real. We're